Monday, January 29th, 2024. God repaid Abimelek's wickedness. Judges 9 verse 22 to 57, key verse 56. Thus God repaid the wickedness that Abimelek had done to his father by murdering his 70 brothers. After Abimelek had governed Israel 3 years, God stirred up animosity between Abimelek and the citizens of Shechem, so that they acted treacherously against Abimelek. God did this in order that the crime against Jerubaal's 70 sons, the shedding of their blood, might be avenged on their brother Abimelek, and on the citizens of Shechem, who had helped him murder his brothers. In opposition to him, these citizens of Shechem set men on the hilltops to ambush and rob everyone who passed by, and this was reported to Abimelek. Now Gaal, son of Ebed, moved with his clan into Shechem, and its citizens put their confidence in him. After they had gone out into the fields and gathered the grapes and trodden them, they held a festival in the temple of their god. While they were eating and drinking, they cursed Abimelek. Then Gaal, son of Ebed, said, "Who is Abimelek? And why should we Shechemites be subject to him? Isn't he Jerubaal's son? And isn't Zebul his deputy? Serve the family of Hamor, Shechem's father. Why should we serve Abimelek? If only this people were under my command, then I will get rid of them. I will say to Abimelek, 'Call out your whole army.'" When Zebul, the governor of the city, heard what Gaal, son of Ebed, said, he was very angry. Under cover, he sent messengers to Abimelek, saying, "Gaal, son of Ebed, and his clan have come to Shechem and are stirring up the city against you. Now then, during the night, you and your men should come and lie in wait in the fields. In the morning at sunrise, advance against the city. When Gaal and his men come out against you, seize the opportunity to attack them." So Abimelek and all his troops set out by night and took up concealed positions near Shechem in 4 companies. Now Gaal, son of Ebed, had gone out and was standing at the entrance of the city gate just as Abimelek and his troops came out from their hiding place. When Gaal saw them, he said to Zebul, "Look, people are coming down from the tops of the mountains." Zebul replied, "You mistake the shadows of the mountains for men." But Gaal spoke up again, "Look, people are coming down from the central hill, and a company is coming from the directions of the diviner's tree." Then Zebul said to him, "Where is your big talk now? You who said, 'Who is Abimelek, that we should be subject to him?' Aren't these the men you ridiculed? Go out and fight them." So Gaal led out the citizens of Shechem and fought Abimelek. Abimelek chased him all the way to the entrance of the gate, and many were killed as they fled. Then Abimelek stayed in Ramah, and Zebul drove Gaal and his clan out of Shechem. The next day, the people of Shechem went out to the fields, and this was reported to Abimelek. So he took his men, divided them into 3 companies, and set an ambush in the fields. When he saw the people coming out of the city, he rose to attack them. Abimelek and the companies with him rushed forward to a position at the entrance of the city gate. Then 2 companies attacked those in the fields and struck them down. All that day, Abimelek pressed his attack against the city until he had captured it and killed its people. Then he destroyed the city and scattered salt over it. On hearing this, the citizens in the tower of Shechem went into the stronghold of the temple of El-Berith. When Abimelek heard that they had assembled there, he and all his men went up to Mount Zalmon. He took an axe and cut off some branches, which he lifted to his shoulders. He ordered the men with him, "Quick, do what you have seen me do." So all the men cut branches and followed Abimelek. They piled them against the stronghold and set it on fire with the people still inside. So all the people in the tower of Shechem, about 1,000 men and women, also died, the people still inside. Next, Abimelek went to Thebez and besieged it and captured it. Inside the city, however, was a strong tower, to which all the men and women, all the people of the city, had fled. They had locked themselves in and climbed up on the tower roof. Abimelek went to the tower and attacked it. But as he approached the entrance to the tower to set it on fire, a woman dropped an upper millstone on his head and cracked his skull. Hurriedly, he called to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and kill me, so that they can't say, 'A woman killed him.'" So his servant ran to him, and he died. When the Israelites saw that Abimelek was dead, they went home. Thus God repaid the wickedness that Abimelek had done to his father by murdering his 70 brothers. God also made the people of Shechem pay for all their wickedness. The curse of Jotham, son of Jerubbaal, came on them. Daily bread. First, God repays Abimelek's wickedness. Until now, God raised up judges to rescue the Israelites from oppression. But this time, God himself stepped in. The people didn't need to seek justice for all the wicked things Abimelek had done. God himself will repay Abimelek. When we experience hurt, mistreatment, or witness wicked people thriving, sometimes we feel unseen, unheard, and alone. Who's bigger than our problems and opposition? Is with us. Jesus once said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." John 16, verse 33. The truth is, we will face trouble in the world. Life is not fair, but God is. Our confidence in knowing that God is our protector, defender, redeemer, and he can step in at any time. Second, Abimelek pride leads to his end. This prideful and corrupt leader, who entrusted in his own power, met his defeat when a rock fell on his head. But until the very last second of his life, he kept his pride. He didn't want the embarrassment of being killed by a woman, so that he asked his servants to finish him off. Proverbs 16 verse 18 says, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." Pride is a terrible, ugly sin and always leads to a fall. Have you ever felt that sting of being humbled? It hurts. But we need to open our eyes and recognize the sin of pride in our life. We need to be very alert when it starts growing in us, because it can twist and corrupt our character, behavior, and hug always. Let's daily clean our hearts of pride by humbly submitting to our Lord. Prayer. Lord, when I'm struggling to overcome hurt or my terrible pride, I will come to you. I trust that you are with me. You alone can cleanse and restore my heart so that I can be more like Jesus. One word: God is my protector, defender, and redeemer.